Hi there. Somebody just started their chainsaw, so that's perfect live. Yeah, in my neighborhood right now today. Hello and welcome. Today I'm going to very briefly talk about what to do when you're not sure of your ring size. So I have two solutions for you. Because some people like to measure with a piece of paper and then measure it, and I really feel it doesn't work. I'm sorry to say. It's just so inaccurate because ring size are ever so the most minuscule part of a millimeter will make a difference. So it really, you need to be able to slide something onto your finger and check it. So there's a few ways to size. Obviously, you can go into a jewelry store and get your finger sized. Generally, people do that for you. The other is you can get one of these mailed to you. This is a plastic ring sizer. It has various, sizes, of course, and gradually going up. And they have little tiny numbers here. You do have to be aware of the fact that these are not actually accurate. So if you do order one of these from my website, which you can do for free, we need to talk about what size you measured on here and what that really means. And I do have a detailed list of that, of course. So that's one way to do it. And that's what I recommend if you're going to get a silver ring. The other thing that I do that I realized I haven't talked about here is that if I'm going to make you a custom ring in palladium white gold or yellow gold. I work in 18 karat golds, either yellow or palladium white. I can't believe it. Thanks, neighbor. And you're unsure of your ring size, or you're unsure of which version of, let's say you want a 1 footer, but you're unsure whether that should be a regular 1 footer ring or perhaps one that's a little bit smaller or a little bit wider. I am happy to send you a little box like this, and in it, I like putting ribbons on things. In it will be a little bag, and in this little bag will be different rings, depending on narrowing it down. This is always a good first step, or a jeweler's. And in this case, this actually came back. So these, if I ship you one of these, they come with a return shipping label so that you can easily send them back to me afterwards. In this case, we weren't quite sure between a size 11 and 11 and a half. So I sent a couple of different sizes, and I also send, this is, for example, a 1 footer ring. It has 5 loops. 5 loops is a 1 footer ring. And then I also send, that's a size 11, and I also send one in 11 and a half. So the client could decide between those two. And then I also send a 4-loop version as well as a 3-loop version. So that the client here, I made a little mark where you see that little mark where the stone is going to go. So it's a little wider up there. So that's an easy way to then try them on in the comfort of your own home. Of course, if you're in Halifax or in Nova Scotia, come on by, make an appointment on my website and come on by. But if you're not in Nova Scotia, and I do have clients all over Canada, the US, Europe, so if you're not here, then this is a good option to get a little bit of a pick box sent to you to determine the size. And we would establish this kind of thing in one of the private consultations that we could have virtually or over the telephone. So I just wanted to let you know that. And also, I think I'm probably gonna not be live every Sunday. You've probably noticed that. I'm gonna slow it down a little because this is a really busy time of year for me. And you can see me more in real places. I will be in Vancouver again for Circle Craft. I will be in Calgary for the art market. Those are both in November. Before that, in October, the end of October, I'll be in Lunenburg, Nova Scotia for 2 days for the Craft Nova Scotia pop-up there. And let's see, where else will I be? Oh, I'll be in New Brunswick this year in December. The first weekend of December, I will be in New Brunswick. And anytime in between, you can always book an appointment either in the studio or virtually. And all of that stuff, my events are all on my website under events. You can see where I will be. And yeah, drop me a line or make an appointment. That's under the contact page on my website. That's it for today. I hope you have a good week. It's gonna start raining, and I think it'll rain all week here. But the earth really needs it, so that's good. Take care. Thanks for checking in. Bye.